while since I've done a few of these, so we're gonna do a few of these. Also, trigger warning for this, am I the a-hole, or no, it's not an am I the a-hole, I don't know, but trigger warning for animal attack. Heads up. So before we dive in, I wanted to give a quick hi. My name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering men, child-free living, all of that jam jam. And if any of that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, subscribe. Also, my full-time job is to write about travel, food, all things fun, but also very political. Yeah, fun can sometimes get very politically charged, and that's where I make my money. So, but that's not what we're talking about here. This, I do think, from what I've read in the comments, seems more along the decentering men, child-free side. So let's dive in. I'm going to start with this. I'm still a bit traumatized. Ooh. And actually, let's read the front, the top. I, 30 female, had to protect his niece from a pit bull, and my husband, 31M, ran off. I have been ignoring him. Is this something that I should be forgiving him for? Question mark. Animal attack. I'm going to start with this. I'm still traumatized, and I will be finding someone to talk to, and friends made this account for me because I am not a frequenter. I don't know if the pit bull made it. I haven't asked. My husband and his niece and nephew and I were in our backyard. I'm going to assume our gate was open. I can't remember. The pit bull, came out of nowhere and latched onto his niece, 5 female. Niece screamed. I turned, kicked it with all the force I could manage. I was lucky enough to hit it in the jaw, somewhere that made its jaw dislodge. My husband, who had been a few feet away, shouted something along the lines of, "Whose dog is this?" I told him to get our bear spray from the house. I was in a panic. I am an animal lover. But it was so insane. The pit bull seemed almost rabid. I didn't think it was in hindsight. It wasn't foaming at the mouth. It was just crazed. My husband ran, but not towards the house. He literally ran out the fence gate, and shut it behind him, not towards his niece or nephew, who was also present in an outdoor bassinet that I managed to, a baby, sorry, who managed all but to toss into onto the picnic table to make sure it was out of the dog's reach while holding his knees over my shoulder. I put her in the barbecue to keep her out of reach, but the dog was literally jumping and snapping, and I was worried that if I tried to carry her, I'm short, it would manage to grab her out of my hands. It chased me that when I ran for the shove, then went to swing at it. I swung until it opened. I didn't think I would ever forget the sound or feeling. Oh my gosh. It was so high stress, I didn't even realize it had bit me twice. At the top. I haven't spoken to him for a full week, even though we live in the same house. I didn't ask him where he went, he only came back a few minutes later to pack us into the car and drive us to the hospital. He's getting angry that I'm giving him the silent treatment. I'm trying to be so neutral. I'm sorry. I can't stop it. It's too late. I feel like it's his fault, yes, that I had to possibly end that animal. If he had gotten the bear spray, I literally keep it in my purse for if I'm ever attacked by an animal or otherwise, then I don't think I would have needed to do what I did. It was literally just inside the door. He knows where I keep it. Instead, he literally took off to God knows where. Me and 2 children that I'm not even related to could have died. It might not be relevant, but I don't even like kids. Jesus. I'm staunchly child-free. I knew this was going to be the perfect one for the page. I'm so angry. Let's be rageful together as soon as this is done. And he's the one that offered us to babysit for the weekend. I don't know if this is grounds for divorce. It absolutely is, but let's continue reading. I'm not sure that I can even look at him. I wouldn't be able to look at him without fighting. Any attraction I had to him is pretty much gone, as it should be, dead, 6 foot under and rotting. He tried to touch me yesterday just to move me so he could pass, and I smacked his hand away without even thinking about it, like he was some stranger at a bar, because it was literally jarring. Should have smacked him in the face, but hey, listen, I'm not in the relationship. What to do? He's just been sulking around trying to talk to me. Ew, there's nothing less attractive than a sulking man. Then getting frustrated, then sulking even more. Oh my gosh, go outside and build something. I wasn't expecting him to be macho and fist fight a freaking dog, but at least follow instructions. Men have a hard time following instructions, as unfortunately you learned in real time. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. It's too late. It's too late. At least not leave me in a life and death situation with a toddler and an infant. Should I be able to chalk this up to in the moment panic? Absolutely not, because you in the moment did all you could to save yourself and those children. And he ran and he abandoned you and he left you to fend for yourself in a life or death situation. So you know how unprotected you are with this man. I don't even know if I want to hear him out. Don't hear him out. He's already said and done everything. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. He is a coward. He is coward. It's not even just that this man is useless to you and your livelihood. It's that he is the hole. He is the trap door of usefulness. He is negative useful. It's not useless. It's negative usefulness. Oh my God. The way that we can, I understand that women and femmes, and we have all been raised to give men so much grace, more grace than they deserve. They deserve jail. This man deserves jail, so much jail time. And your feelings, the way that your body is reacting to him, is justified. You had a traumatic situation that could have been avoided, but your man abandoned you with 2 kids that are his family. Also, whoever the parents are for these children, which are his siblings, they should never leave their kids around this man ever again. He is a danger to their lives. And he's also a danger to your life. Right, OP, wherever you are, I hope that you've left him. I hope that you have given him everything back, and if he doesn't take it all, I hope you burned it. And I hope you saged everything in wherever you live. Anything that he's ever touched. Sage your whole body. Sage your vagina. Sage it all. You need to put it in rice. It needs a do-over. I would also just like to say, and I'm going to make myself bigger for this, I would also just like to say that I personally have never been in a life or death situation where a man helped. Never been in a life or death situation where a man has been useful. Women, literally life-saving. Queer people, literally life-saving. And yes, I've been in multiple life or death situations. Men, either the villains or the runner here track star. It's a beautiful idea to think like, oh, men protect, men provide. Men are scared. Men are terrified. And like, we're terrified too, but we do something about it because we have to, because we've been trained all our lives to be the doers, to be the fixers, to be the emotional support, to be the nurturers, to be the mama bears, emphasis on the bear, choose the bear. But like, these men were always taught that they are the biggest and the strongest and the fastest, and they naturally protect and provide, but they never exercised it. It's like trying to get somebody to pick up 75 kilos on the first jump. Meanwhile, he's been told his whole life, oh my gosh, you could do that. And then he goes there, dislocates both his shoulders, and now he's crying at you, who's been training at the gym her entire life. I can't. Every day I find it's just another reason to not talk to men. I would like to hear your thoughts too. Please type them away in the comment sections. I'm going to talk to you later. Okay, bye.